Good evening and many thanks for joining us live on QTV. You are watching QTV News and I am Ajibintu Drame. In tonight's top stories. Pipeline community in collaboration with the Kanifing General Hospital and partners conducted a blood donation exercise as part of their contribution to saving lives. World Teachers Day, which falls on the 5th of October annually, was commemorated in Kerewan in the North Bank region. A young Swedish activist, Lamin Jatta Modic, has made history after becoming the first mixed-race person of Gambian descent to be elected in the local council in Stockholm. The Young Mathematician Association organized a forum at the UTG on the importance of mathematics in schools and in our daily lives. The National Environment Agency, in collaboration with the Gambia Police Force, has embarked on a nationwide community sensitization on anti-littering laws and proper waste management. Those were our main headlines, and now the news in detail. Now, Pipeline community, in collaboration with the Kanifing General Hospital and partners, conducted a blood donation exercise on Saturday to boost the blood bank of the Kanifing Hospital as part of their contribution to saving lives. Lena E. Igwenyiba has the rest of that story.
For the past 10 years, Pipeline Community Association has done a twice-yearly blood donation initiative to ensure timely access to blood when needed to save lives. Safia Abia, the Deputy Program Manager of the National Blood Transfusion Service at the Ministry of Health, highlighted the importance and need for voluntary blood donation.
If we talk about blood donation, to us it's only giving out blood to save a life. But alongside doing that, you're also saving your own life. In the sense, if you give out blood, it helps enhance the production of your red cells, it helps you not to be anemic, it helps balances your iron level, which prevents heart attacks, heart diseases, cardiovascular problems. It also helps you lose calories. On top of that, it gives you the chance to know your health status for free.
Dudu Njai, President of Pipeline Community Association, expressed gratitude to the association's partners.
Thanks to everybody, our partners here, like Prime Insurance, Lala's Cleaning, the Trust Bank, and QCell, who have been Mr. Mohamed Jah has been a player from this team. He has been the founder of the Navetan.
The drive has raised awareness of the need for blood donation to ensure individuals and communities have access to a timely supply of safe blood. Donating blood is important, but making it safe and disease-free is paramount. Pa Babu, head of the lab at Kanifing Hospital, speaks on safety measures.
Before it used to be like people will just march into the hospital and donate freely and go. But since we started this, you know, if you donate, we need to screen it for this sexually transmitted infection, like HIV, hepatitis, VDRL, and all those things.
Dr. Masi Rending Jai, head of the department of the Kanifing Hospital's maternity unit, applauds the commitment of the local community members to voluntarily donate blood. He hopes that other communities will emulate this great initiative.
I thank you very much for taking this initiative to come out and say we are going to give blood to people. We are not going to only be cyber heroes, to be on Facebook writing and criticizing, but we are going to donate to save life, which is very, very important for us. And we thank you very much on behalf of the hospital and on behalf of the maternity and on behalf of all the pregnant women who are going to receive this blood. We thank you very much. And we want to take this opportunity to ask other communities also to come up with this initiative.
Providing safe and adequate blood should be an integral part of every country's national healthcare policy. However, this can only materialize if the public take up the initiative, as has happened in the Pipeline community. Reporting for QTV News, I am Lena E. Gwenyiba.
World Teachers Day, which falls on the 5th of October annually, was commemorated in Kerewan in the North Bank region on Wednesday. John Williams attended, and his story is narrated by Chachil Balde.
World Teachers Day is celebrated to honor teachers for their accomplishments, efforts, zeal, enthusiasm, sacrifice, and contribution to society and nation building, as well as to the lives of their students. The event at Kerewan began with a march past led by the Scouts band from the Karawan police checkpoint to the Regional Education Office. Lamin Jaite, the Regional Education Director of North Bank Region, gave an overview and significance of the day.
World Teachers Day is held on 5th October to celebrate all teachers around the globe. It commemorates the anniversary of the adoption of the 1996 ILO UNESCO recommendation concerning the status of teachers, which sets benchmarks regarding the rights and responsibility of teachers and standards for their initial preparation and further education, recruitment, employment, and teaching and learning conditions.
Jenaba Jallo of the Young Teachers Platform for Region 3 called on the government to prioritize the development of young teachers.
As we celebrate the World Teachers Day with the desire for teachers to take the lead in transforming education, we should equally put the government to task in prioritizing the development of young teachers through capacity building and provide scholarship for university students and other professional courses. This should not be limited only at capacity building and provision of scholarship, but reviewing policy to ensure young teachers deserving promoted to different careers in the teaching to improve their socio-economic status through payment of better allowances to commensurate the duties they perform.
Mamoudou A. Toure, the regional chairman of GTU Region 3, delivered a speech on behalf of the president of the Gambia Teachers Union, which called on teachers to join the rest of the world in paying tribute to teachers around the globe and here in the Gambia for the work they are doing.
On the occasion of this great day, I salute you and thank you for taking your time to be here to celebrate our gallant teachers. It is apparent that this year's theme for World Teachers Day 2022 is the transformation of education begins with teachers. This is obvious as the working conditions of teachers determines the learning outcomes of students. Fellow comrades, let us join the rest of the world in paying tribute to the millions of teachers around the globe and to our teachers for the wonderful work they are doing under the women and men who inspire, challenge, nurture our youths on a daily basis.
This year's celebration was under the theme, Transformation of Education Begins with Teachers. As we congratulate teachers on the commemoration of this day, we call on them not to relent in their quest for quality service delivery. For QTV News, I am Churchill Balle.
Moving on, a young Swedish activist, Lamin Jatta Modic, has made history after becoming the first mixed-race person of Gambian descent to be elected in the local council in Stockholm. Jatta said his father is a native of Sukuta in the Kombo North and that he is proud of his Gambian heritage. Esonyasi spoke to him.
What makes Lamin Jatta's story unique is not just his age or being mixed race, but how his activism and passionate advocacy for justice and equal opportunity for all led him into the history books. At just 26 years and with little political experience, he is the first Swedish Gambian to be elected to one of the most central councils in the Swedish capital. He begins by proudly telling us of his Gambian heritage.
I am born in Sweden and currently live here as well. But my father is of Gambian heritage. He grew up in Sukuta, which is a suburb to Banjul. And then I have a Swedish mother. And I also have a little brother who currently also lives here in Stockholm, Sweden.
Recently, you made news in Sweden due to your political exploits. Tell us about that and what prompted this decision to go into politics.
My interest for politics came about 5 years ago when I had a discussion with a friend who was also already part of that party. And we discussed a lot about the state of politics and state of society here in Stockholm and Nacka. And we feel that there's been a lot of injustices here with the ruling majority that's part of the local government here.
Nicknamed Barack Obama of his county by his followers, Lamin contested against older and far more experienced politicians. He says his passion for a just society where all thrive in peace and freedom, and his dissatisfaction with politicians in his county to deliver on their promises led him into politics. And having won the elections, he says he is committed to serving as a true representative of the people.
There are so many injustices depending on where you live and perhaps what type of background that you have. This is also a municipality where people with a lot of different backgrounds live. Some people have immigrated from other countries or have parents that have immigrated. Others have been Swedes for several generations.
Do you have any plans in future to pursue higher political office?
I mean, it's not something that I would rule out.
His first and only visit to the Gambia so far was in 2011. He says it was a special moment connecting with his family in Sukuta and learning about his culture, and hopes to visit soon. His election has put the Gambia in the spotlight in Stockholm, especially in the political arena. His main priority, he says, is to improve the living conditions of residents of Nacka municipality in Stockholm. Nacka has a population of just over 105,000, and the western parts are considered a suburban part of the city of Stockholm. Lamin Jata Modik says he wants a more transparent council and improved services and reasonable prices, especially in the public transport sector and accommodation. Answane Sonyasi for KTV News.
And from that story, we will go for a commercial break. Still to come, we have more stories. Do stay tuned.
It's the first edition of the West African Micro, Small and Medium Enterprise Exhibition, WAMSME, between the Gambia and Nigeria. The sub-regional event will be held at the National Trade Fair grounds around Brusubi Turntable from the 12th to 20th October 2022. Products to be exhibited are strictly made in the Gambia and Nigeria and will include foods and condiments, art and craft, pharmaceuticals, agricultural commodities, cosmetics, leather and leather products, footwear, electrical cables, garments and apparel confectionaries, spices, solid minerals, chemicals, amongst others. This platform is facilitated by the Gambia Investment and Export Promotion Agency, GAIPA, the Nigerian High Commission in the Gambia, and is proudly funded by the Small and Medium Enterprises Development Agency of Nigeria, SMEDAN, and the Nigerian Export Promotion Council, NEPC. Renowned Gambian and Nigerian artists will also perform at the fair. Come one, come all.
Fire, 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 fire. Dang don halat pour am yere bu nice boy sol pour ajuma bi mbaate yenen hewi. Kon ñu ne leen Kara Creation benn lañ ci réew mi ñëw nañ pour rek safarel seen jafe-jafe ci wàllum sol. Kon Kara Creation wax leen noo ko buggee rek ñu ñëwal la ko ci noo ko buggee. Kon ñu ne la Kara Creation am nañ bépp façon pièce boo bugga te it am nañ ay xaftaan yu ñëw ba pare. Pour rek ngeen mun a kontaan kon ñu ne leen Kara Creation seeti leen foofu sa Serekunda ñu ngi jàkkaarloo ak Black Market bi bala police station bi mun nga leen a call si 5189189 5189189 Kara Creation, we provide quality.
Wait, LG, thank you. Yup. Thanks to LG ThinQ, I can operate and get cycle updates from my AIDD front-load washing machine without even stepping foot in the laundry room. I can be busy with rehearsals on a conference call and still do my laundry, or watching series glued to my couch and too lazy to get up. My life made easy with LG Thank You.
Welcome back. Now, the Young Mathematicians Association organized a forum on Thursday on the importance of mathematics in schools and in our daily lives. The event was held at the UTG Law Faculty in Kanifing. This story by Usman G. Dabo and Awa Umu Ba is narrated by Umu Awaba.
The seminar brought together experts, educationalists, students from secondary schools and tertiary institutions. Ibrahim Abite is the co-founder and CEO of the Young Mathematician Association, YMA.
Mathematics is not a difficult area. That's why we invited many experts in different areas, walks of life, so that they can come and then explain the importance of mathematics in their various areas, so that students will understand that maths is important in everything that we are doing. There is no nation that can develop without science, and you cannot have science without mathematics. While other countries are saying they are superpowers because of the satellites that they launch to space, that's why they say that they are superpower. And what is helping them? It is science. And everything evolves around science. There is nothing that we can do without science or mathematics.
Despite the efforts by the YMA to promote and help people to understand the subject, Mr. Bite says that the association also faces some challenges.
We wrote to many institutions for support, but we did not get any institution from the government side, from the private side. So we are the members that are struggling and then make these things to happen. So even when you look at the program, you can realize that we struggle and make this program to happen. So equally, when we are going for school outreach, we struggle, pay our own fares, go and talk to students. It means we want to change the scenario, but like we are not having any support from any side.
A poor introduction or foundation stage in learning mathematics changed the professional field of studies for many individuals, including Dr. Ismaila Sise, a political science lecturer at the UTG.
So I used to tell my mom that I want to be a petroleum engineer when I grow up. But I was very bad at mathematics. I came to realize. I don't know why, because I think what I started was wrong. If I had a very good mathematics teacher in primary 1, 2, teachers like this, perhaps I would have one of the best mathematics. But I think my maths teacher at that time wasn't very good. I was very poor in mathematics. That is why I had made a U-turn now. I became I went into the arts. So I left the sciences and went into the arts. It's very important that this country understands the importance of mathematics, not only for our individual lives, but also the very existence, the very development of this country depends on how much mathematicians we can produce.
Learning mathematics have positively impacted the lives of many people. Ramatullah Jallo, the Vice President of YMA, and Aissatou S. Jane, a senior student at Daddy Job Comprehensive School, underscore the importance of the subject.
Mathematics has a great impact in my life. In fact, when I just started university, I was in shock because I was introduced to calculus and I had no idea what was cal because I was very poor at even basic maths in high school. So I met YMA and I was given a mentor. He helped me with 1 or 2 classes, but that did not work. And then he said, you know what, Ramatullah, just have it F this semester and then try harder the next semester. I was so happy hearing about that.
The advice I will give you is never give up on it, because mathematics is difficult, we may say, but if we practice it every day, we will see changes in it, because it's something that is very important and you need it. So by practicing it, it will help.
At the end of the event, certificates were awarded to some of the invited guests and executive members of the Young Mathematician Association. Reporting for QTV News, I am Umi Awaba.
Now, in many communities, there appear to be little or no adherence to anti-litter laws. The National Environment Agency, in collaboration with the Gambia Police Force, has embarked on a nationwide community sensitization on anti-littering laws and proper waste management. This story by Don Williams is narrated by Churchill Balde.
The Gambia Police Force is not only responsible for protecting lives and properties, but also seeks to ensure communities across the country are aware of the laws protecting the environment. Aliu Jamanka, the Deputy Police PRO of the Gambia Police Force, was in Farafenni during the awareness campaign.
Over the years, we have seen that the environment has been abused in many ways. We've been seeing people, indiscriminately littering the environment, and this has to stop. The enforcement of laws in this country is in the hands of the Gambia Police Force, but morally we are all bound to be law-abiding, to respect laws. Now, the anti-littering law, it's something that everyone should enforce. Even you should enforce the anti-littering law. How do you enforce it? Is, you have to, respect your environment.
Sheikh Al-Kinki Sanyang, Senior Program Officer at the National Environment Agency, explains the need for people to change their attitude towards their environment.
Why cleansing exercise? Because of the unnecessary littering of waste into our public domains. This is basically lack of attitudinal change from the public. The public should therefore change their attitudes towards littering.
Musukeba Fofana, a housewife and community member, spoke about the negative effect of plastic bags on the environment.
The consequences are grave and bad for the soil and the environment. Women even use plastic bags to light up fires at home, and that can cause health complications. That is why plastic bags are harmful.
Seni Diba, a member of the community, admits that people have problems when it comes to waste management, especially in Farafenni.
Yes, there has been an anti-littering bill, but there are a lot of things responsible. As far as I know, there is only one official site that has been identified for people to dump their wastes. And Farafenni is too big and large. And there are certain areas that don't even know where the dump site is. So I think it is prudent to all of us to sensitize our communities.
Indiscriminate littering and dumping are crimes. Therefore, we must all endeavor to obey the law and always keep our environment clean. It is good for the environment and good for our health. Remember, ignorance of the law is no excuse. For QTV News, I am Churchill Balde.
Before we end this bulletin, here's a recap of our main headlines. Pipeline Community, in collaboration with the Kanifing General Hospital and partners, conducted a blood donation exercise as part of their contribution to saving lives. World Teachers Day, which falls on the 5th of October annually, was commemorated in Kerewan in the North Bank region. A young Swedish activist, Lamin Jatta Modik, has made history after becoming the first mixed-race person of Gambian descent to be elected in the local council in Stockholm. The Young Mathematicians Association organized a forum at the UTG on the importance of mathematics in schools and in our lives. The National Environment Agency, in collaboration with the Gambia Police Force, has embarked on a nationwide community sensitization on anti-littering laws and proper waste management. That's all for this edition of the news. Thanks for watching and have a great weekend.